Do you hear that sound? That is the sound, of course, of the marching band playing. It's also the sound of high school football starting and the sound of this week's game of the week, which is why we're here at Mason. And joining me right now is the athletic director. How's it going, Connor?
It's great. Beautiful weather. We're looking forward to a great Friday night with a great crowd, and things are going well.
That's great. And what was it like when you heard that this is the game of the week? You guys are playing the Dewitt Panthers. What does that mean?
Yeah, it's really exciting for our community, but then our cheerleaders, our student section, our band, and our football players. We're really excited to have Dewitt coming to town. We're expecting near record crowd just because of last year's games and just the friendly rivalry that we have going right now with Dewitt. We're super pumped. I'm super excited to get back to work with home varsity football games. It's just a great event for our whole community.
Absolutely. And you mentioned a couple other the organizations. We hear the band, we talked about the cheerleaders, we have the football team. Talk a little bit about the athletics and why it's important and the benefit of being a part of teams like this, especially at Mason.
Yeah, it's just awesome. It's great to build, lifelong skills and leadership skills, or maybe, you're not the most outspoken, but you get within a team and now you can work together and teamwork wise, and it's really just, it builds those lifelong skills, whether it's athletics, the multiple programs we have, but as we're talking with the band as well, robotics that we have here, all of those extracurricular activities outside of the classroom is really, it's just beneficial for all of our students because they're really developing the foundation for their futures.
Absolutely. And you make those memories. Like, I feel like stepping on this field or stepping here, hearing the band, I'm like, I remember doing this in high school. You create those core memories, and that comes from that teams, those teamworks, those organizations that, of course, you have at any school, but especially here with Mason. Now, you did mention a little bit of that friendly rivalry that you have with Dewitt. So let's talk a little bit about sportsmanship, because that's a key part, too, of any team. So what should we be aware of and, make sure we have that sportsmanship going into Friday's game?
Yeah, obviously both communities, both teams really want to win, but at the end of the day, there's only one winner and one loser, and I think, again, a big piece of sports in general is learning, how to deal with adversity and how to fight through failure, and it's that's the great thing about athletics is you're going to fail at some point, but how do you get through that? How do you handle that, especially when your opponent is winning and having all that success? So, it's really just making sure you are representing yourself, but also the school and the name of the front of the jersey that you play for.
Absolutely. Well, on that note, we are going to be highlighting the cheer team and the marching band for ahead of this game of the week that, of course, is all starting tonight at 7 p.m. So get excited for that. But we'll have more of that, of course, after the break.